Good afternoon, everyone. This is Baltic Gaming 9. I hope you had a very good, happy 4th of July. If you celebrate it, which some of you might not. Either way, I hope you're doing well. Now, let's continue with this. That's 2 heal triggers out of the deck. Not great. No guard. Really wish I had some grade 2s in hand. Oh well, what you gonna do? Ugh. Yay! No more damage for you. I have another Spark Spike in hand. It's not a big loss. Unless you pull over trigger, you're not getting any more damage. You're not getting any damage this turn. Alright, next up, I call Thunderstorm Dragoon to the right. Thunderstorm Dragoon's skill, Soul Charge 1 to gain power. Call Spark Spike Dragon to the right, along with Flare Strike Dragon to the left. Counter Blast 1. Yo, how you doing, Coco? And I'll draw one, mostly because I'm curious what I'd pick up, and that's another Spark Spike. I can call that to rear guard. And now, Draconic Kaiser Vermilion, clear the field. Pull another Flare Strike and a front trigger. Rising Phoenix's skill, Soul Blast 1, to call Rising Phoenix to rear guard. Also, put another damage counter up on the field, you jerk. Flare Strike boosted by Spark Spike attacks. Dang. And that's pass. No guard. I will guard this one because he needs to pull double trigger in order to get through now. Are you serious, game? He pulls double heal and puts him down, back down to 2. No guard. Alright, first up, Counter Blast 1 to activate Draconic Kaiser Vermilion's skill. Give the power to Draconic Kaiser Vermilion, and next up, activate Eternal Thunderbolt. And here we go. Flare Strike boosted by Spark Spike attacks the Vanguard. Draconic Kai's Vermilion attacks the Vanguard. No triggers, Persona to ride next turn. And I have managed to get 2 more of those dolls out of his deck and out from the recycling. And into the garbage, where they'll stay. Next, Thunderstorm attacks the Vanguard boosted by Spark Spike. Let's see, how many... Alright, before I do that, that means there's still... Let's see, there's still 2 copies of each in the deck. And there's 1 copy left for View in the deck, and is the other in the Soul? No. That means there's 3 copies of... There's 2 copies of... Rorami left in the deck, and 1 copy of Ririmi left in the deck. That's his second to last heal trigger left in the deck. I don't guard. Persona Ride. Next up, I'm going to retire Flare Strike for Desolate Spark Dragon. Next, I activate Draconic Kai's Vermilion skill, give power to Kaiser and Thunderstorm. Activate another Eternal Thunderbolt. Now, Desolate Spark. No. Draconic Kaiser Vermilion boosted by Rising Phoenix. Get rid of that last copy of Raremi and Stealth Fiend and one of the Stealth Fiend Forktails in rear guard. Yeah, it's kind of hard to fight properly whenever the cards you rely on for your entire battle strategy get pretty much get banished from play, and you have no way of getting them out from play. That means there is one more copy of each still in the deck or in his hand. Desolate Spark, boosted by Spark Spike attacks. Due to me Persona riding this turn, he gets a skill where he Soul Blasts 1 to retire one more rear guard unit and to give plus 500 to both units on the field. It turned into an actual bind. And that's a twin buck. And now Thunderstorm boosted by Spark Spike attacks. And he's having to drop his entire hand to block it. And no. Guard. This might be an overguard, but I'd rather have overguard than have a double trigger plop out of nowhere. Alright, I retire Desolate Spark and Thunderstorm Dragoon to call 2 Draconic Death Scythes. And now, Draconic Kaiser Vermilion attacks. Give all effects to the Vanguard. Yeah, I was open. And now the left Death Scythe, boosted by the left Spark Spike attacks. You're dropping Twin Buck on this? You must not have a lot in hand, pal. And now the other Death Scythe attacks. Yeah, he just couldn't play the game because I removed all of his twin dolls pulled all his twin dolls out of rotation. So he just couldn't play the game. Ride future Suzerain Granfia. Young Lordling Granfia's skill lets me draw one. Call Farm and Pumpkin to rear guard. Activate Pumpkin's skill, Soul Blast 1. To call Plant. Now Farm and Pumpkin attacks the Vanguard. And Granfia, boosted by the plant token, attacks the Vanguard. Oh, that'll be good for next turn. She got placement right for those units. Nice. Very nice. No guard. Ride. I'll drop you. And now I can call another plant token to rear guard. I move Farm and Pumpkin back. I call Burrow Mushrooms. Activate Burrow Mushroom's skill, moving it into the soul. To call 2 plant tokens. Lastly, I activate Farm and Pumpkin's skill, moving Burrow Mushrooms into the drop zone to call a last plant token, replacing Farm and Pumpkin. Now, the plant tokens team up and attack the Vanguard. All right, the plant tokens team up and attack the rear guard. Really don't want you having that Bedveer K joint friendship going on. And Granfia boosted by the plant token attacks the Vanguard. And you didn't matter because you superior call the second one. Dang. Oh well. Trigger? No trigger. I think so. Why? Granfia hits the field. Activate Granfia's skill. Soul Blast 1. Noblest Rose hits the field, boosted by all those plant tokens, giving it 30,000. Next, I call Ran Orangerine to rear guard. Ran skill. I also call Fairy of Candor Darien to rear guard, along with Venger Protector Stigald. Stigald's skill gives him plus 5,000 whenever I have 4 or more damage. Next, I'll draw 1 and call another Fairy of Candor Darien. Lastly, I'll activate Prolific Oranges at a cost of 1 Counterblast to pump the flowers up even more. And next, I end my main phase. Hey, Joe, how you doing? All right, next. Orangerine's skill activates, calling another plant. And the 2 Darien's skill activates, calling plants. And because of their additional skill due to the Noblest existing, I get to draw 2 for a counterblast of 1 each. Next, Ran Orangerine attacks the Vanguard. Stighold attacks the Vanguard, boosted by Darien. Of course. Not that it matters too much. Granfia, boosted by Noblest Rose, attacks the Vanguard. Do you have a perfect trigger? A perfect guard. You do. You jerk. Second check. Another Ran Torn-Jurine. Activate Granfia's skill. Dropping 5 plant tokens to give Stigald a boost and to stand again. Stigald attacks the Vanguard.
Vangaurd 攻撃
I'll guard that because I have to.
Vangaurd 攻撃
I'll also guard with the mushrooms, just in case.
ドライブチェック 能力発動 能力発動
Ah, I forgot this chick can stand again. That's death. Well, not death so much as... Yeah, no, it's death. Yep. Draw a card. Let's see what I get. That's a trigger. That's semi-useful, though. Next, I call Fairy of Candor Darien to rear guard. And Farmin' Pumpkin. Pumpkin skill. Soul Blast 1. To call a plant token. Darian's skill calls another plant token. Pumpkin, boosted by the plant token, attacks.
ノーガードダメージチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカル
Ew, that's not great.
パワープラス
It's one crit trigger out of her deck, so that's good, but it's not great that I'm only going to be able to do 1 damage this turn.
ノーガードドライブチェックフロントトリガー
Never mind!
ダメージチェックオーバートリガー
Nope, still 1 damage.
パワープラスターンエンド私
Still, her losing out on her overtrigger is good enough.
ライト能力発動能力発動ステリオルコールコールコールヴァンガード攻撃ノーガードドライブチェックダメージチェックヴァンガード攻撃
No guard.
ダメージチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカルプラス
Give all effects to the Vanguard, and that's a perfect guard out of the deck now too, which is great.
発動ターン終了私のターンドロー
Why is it always bad timing when I get draws?
スキル発動 ステリオルコール
Replace Farm and Pumpkin with Plant Token. Lastly, call Ran Orangerine to rear guard. Ran Orangerine's skill. Call Plant Token retiring Darian. And now the fight begins. And the Orangerine skill, retiring himself to call another plant token. Now, plant tokens attack the rear guard.
ノーガード
And then the Vanguard.
ノーガードダメージチェック
And now, Granfia, boosted by the plant token, attacks the Vanguard.
ノーガードドライブチェック
That's 2 Persona Rides in hand now, which isn't terrible.
ターンエンド私のターンドローライド能力発動ステリオルコール能力発動能力発動ステリオルコールヴァンガード攻撃
No guard.
ノーガードダメージチェックヴァンガード攻撃
I will guard this one, however.
ガードドライブチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカルプラス
And that one because I don't want to be at 5 again.
ドライブチェックヴァンガード攻撃
Genius-wise Wolf Grandfia's skill lets me ride for no cost. Next up, Soul Blast 1. To call Noblest Rose. Next, I will draw a card. That's another Persona ride. Which isn't great right now. Oh wait, I can draw one. That would have been nice to pull for trigger. Oh well. Mushrooms and a perfect guard. Oh yeah, doesn't she have a yeah. So that was just an entire waste of a turn. Heal trigger? Nope. That's staggered. I really like this deck. Unfortunately, it just gets pulverized by multi-attack decks. It just gets torn apart if it can't set up properly. Though perhaps I'm putting too much into the setup. I'm probably pouring too many resources into the setup. Yeah, definitely pouring too many resources into the setup. Call mushrooms. Activate Cander's Darian's skill. Grandpia boosted by Noblest Rose attacks. Give the crit to you and the power to the mushrooms. Do I get a double? No, no I do not. And I'm not going to be able to get any attack through because her hand is full. And I messed up the timing. No, not the timing, the attack order. I messed up the attack order. I should have had the mushrooms attack, then Granfia, then the mushrooms attack again. Of course, you get another Persona ride. This is GG again. Screw you. Now I'm being a bit salty about it, but I like this deck. It's a cool deck conceptually. It just can't counter Field Floods if you go all in with the stack. All right. Call Farmin' Pumpkin. Pumpkin skill, Soul Blast 1. Call Plant Token. Next up, call Rosarium Fairy. Retire the pumpkin. And call 2 plant tokens to rear guard. And now I'll have both plant tokens attack the Vanguard. Of course. I'll have Granfia attack the Vanguard. Waste of a heal trigger. It'll still let me get the attack through, however. And that's GG for this turn.
Vangaurd 攻撃。ノーガードドライブチェック。ダメージチェック。ヴァンガード攻撃。ダメージチェック。クリティカルトリガー。クリティカルプラス。
Honestly, would have preferred the heal trigger now and have the crit trigger, the crit trigger earlier. Alright, I can work with this.
ヴァンガードにアタッ
The
ク
plant tokens double team on Theresa, Thagera.
ガー
Rosarium Fairy, boosted by plant token, attacks the Vanguard.
ドノーガードダメージチェックヴァンガードにアタックノーガードドライブチェックフロントトリガーパワープラス被害甚大ダメージチェックターンエンド私のターンドローライド能力発動ステリオルコール能力発動能力発動ステリオルコール能力発動ヴァンガードを攻撃ノーガードダメージチェックオーバートリガー
Oh! I'll take it. Give all effects to the Vanguard.
リアガードを攻撃
Yeah, Rosarium Fairy was gonna get replaced. Nah, no, it wasn't. Nah. Bah. Guard.
ガードドライブチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカルプラスパワープラスドライブ
And it goes through anyway. Dang. Now you just punch the plant token because out of frustration.
ノーガード
And considering they're very replaceable due to the fact they're tokens.
サンド
And now, ride Genius Wise Wolf Granfia's skill. Ride Lavian Lord Granfia at no cost. Next, activate Lavian Lord Granfia's skill to call Noblest Rose. Next up, I play Prolific Oranges at a cost of 1 to call 2 more plant tokens that immediately get stacked into Noblest Rose. Next, I call the Mushrooms, the Burrowing Mushrooms. Burrowing Mushrooms move into the Soul to call 2 more plant tokens. Next up, I play Ran Orangerine. And I call Delicate Beauty Maiden Chandelaria. Call another plant token now. Tangerine. Nope. Orangerine. Attack the rear guard.
ノーガード
Candelaria also attack the rear guard.
ノーガード
Now Granfia, boosted by Noblest Rose, attacks the Vanguard.
能力発動完全防御ドライブチェッククリティカルトリガー
I'll give all effects to the tangerine. To the orangerine. Second check. That's a perfect guard, which I'll take. Grandfia's skill. Send 5 plant tokens into the drop zone to have Ran stand back up and swing! Do you have another perfect guard? You do, which is nice to have it out of your hand. It would have been nice to get that crit damage out, but this works too. Skill, retire you, put 2 fresh plant tokens into the drop, into the noblest rose.
Vangaurd を攻撃。このターンは慎重に。
Apologies, I had to go take care of dog.
Vangaurd を攻撃。ドライブチェック。ドライブチェック。クリティカルトリガー。
Of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course.
パワープラス。能力発動。
And she gets to stand again, so it doesn't matter.
ヴァンガードを攻撃。
No guard unless you pull another crit trigger. No, you pull something even more annoying! A perfect guard.
フロントトリガー。パワープラス。ヴァンガードを攻撃。
Guard, guard, guard. Dump the entire hand. Persona Ride, get the draw power. That's not helpful. Activate Prolific Oranges. Call Luster Impact Dragon to rear guard. Luster Impact attacks the Vanguard. It's not going to go through. Next, Granfia, boosted by Noblest Rose, attacks the Vanguard. Which is also not going to go through because Perfect Trigger. Because Perfect Guard. Unfortunately. And that's not useful. And that's not useful. Soul Blast 1. Draw. That's also not useful. Punch, because no crit, meaning I lose. And scoop. I can play this deck finally. Let's see how this one goes. Activate the Architect Beaver's skill. Add Galactic Base Aegis to hand. And draw one card. Next, I call a Galactic B Hero Sender Ferris to rear guard. Ferris attacks the Vanguard. Of course. And the Beaver attacks the Vanguard. Will I get a drive trigger? No. No, I will not. No guard. Yeah, I'll let it through. It's not a crit. It should be fine. Alright, next I play Galactic Base Aegis. Aegis' skill. Add Scout, which discard a card from your hand, choose your scout card. Vanguard, call it to the rear guard, and on rest this card. Choose one of your scout units, call it to the guard zone. That's really good. Okay. Activate Fairy Ascender's skill. Call Galactic B Hero Directorial to rear guard. Next, I call Galactic B Hero Flatten Soufre to rear guard. Soufre's skill, Counterblast 1. Say goodbye to that. Grade 2. Ah. So it's kind of like E-Heroes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have a ton of different options to pick from. And they're all very situational. Which, honestly, makes sense and I can live with. Boreal attacks the rear guard. Their balance of offense and defense. Of course. No guard. You know what? Screw it. Perfect guard. I'm not letting you push me to 3. Not a 4. Alright, first up, I call Galactic B Hero Amos Darangina. And I'll call Galactic B Hero Binash Bertson to rear guard. Okay. If you have 3 or more bases. I don't have 3 or more bases. I have a plan, though. I have a plan. This is either gonna go really good or really bad. Oh, wait. I screwed up. I needed to attack with her. Yeah, I messed up. Of course I messed up. I always mess up. I should have attacked with... I wasn't thinking like usual. Okay. No guard. And that's death again. Ugh. This isn't going to go through either. And Biscotti lets her draw, so she's still at 5. And I messed up placement. I should have discarded him for cost so he could have gotten his skill activated and come back to the field with plus 10. Ah. I'm butchering this deck for my first time using it, aren't I? Gonna pull a trigger. Yep. And scoop. Oh, that's cool, Joe. Add second base to hand. Draw 1. Are you serious, game? Are you serious? I'm not going to say no, because it means they're not going to be dead cards. Call and collect to be hero B-Bertson to rear guard. Bertson attacks. She's going to get a trigger. I'm calling it now. No trigger, surprisingly. So, still 1 damage. At least it got burned early. And now she's down to no damage. All right, and then let's go to race. Call Sender Ferris. Galactic B Hero Wired Clawston attacks the Vanguard. give the power to Amos Darangina.
パワープラスダメージチェック
Galactic B Hero Bold Solos, boosted by Galactic B Hero Birdash Bertson, attacks the Vanguard. Bertson's skill.
パワープラスガード
Bertson moves into the Soul.
ヴァンガードにアタックノーガードダメージチェックターンエンドスタンドアンドドローライド能力発動能力発動ステリオルコール能力発動ステリオルコールヴァンガードを攻撃
Intercept.
インターセプトヴァンガードを攻撃
No guard.
ノーガードドライブチェックドライブチェックダメージチェッククリティカルトリガー
Give all effects to the Vanguard.
パワープラスヴァンガードを攻撃
No guard.
ダメージチェックターン終了スタンドアンドドロー セットオーダースキル発動 スカウト スキル発動 ステリオルコール
Alright, Counterblast 1. Call you. And
スカウト
Scout you. And next up. Next, I call Galactic B Hero Viry Capus. Alright. Next. First up, Galactic B Hero Bold Salos attacks the Vanguard. I'm doing this correctly this time. Hooray! Next, Galactic B Hero Unite Dionysos attacks the Vanguard. Dionysos' skill, Counterblast 1 to give him 15,000, a 15 grand boost. First check. Second check. Give the crit to Dionysos, and the power to the rearguard bolt Soulless in the back. Next, I activate Direct 4L's skill. Soul Blasting 1. And resting her to move the other Bold Soulless, who hasn't attacked yet, to the front. And now he gets to attack. And now, Galactic B Hero Viry Capus, boosted by Sender Ferris, attacks the Vanguard. Capus' skill. You know what? No, I'm not activating Capus' skill. Because I don't want to lose my Persona Ride next turn. It is called... They are called B Heroes. They are a sub-clan. No, they're a clan that's a part of the nation of Brandgate. Alright, what's in the soul stack? In the scout stack, rather. Yeah, none of you are really, really good at this moment. So, I will not activate Aegis. I will, however, guard. They're more balanced than anything else. It basically boils down to what you need at that point, and you tag out as needed. From what I've seen so far of this deck that I've thrown together. By looking through a guide. on how to build said deck. Mostly because I was curious to see how it would work.
Vangaurd を攻撃
Oh, it's not a crit trigger. That's good. So I'll only be pushed to 4.
Vangaurd を攻撃 ノーガード ダメージチェック
Oh, thanks for the subscribe.
発動 ターン終了私のターンドロー
Persona Ride. Alright, next up, I'm going to draw a card. That's helpful-ish. Next, I play another Aegis base. Discard for cost. Calling. Galactic B Hero Amos Darjean at a rear guard. Counterblast 1. Scouting. Sender Ferris. Next. Discard you. To call Sender Ferris, replacing Bolt Sargos. Alright. Here we go. This is the finisher. No matter how this game ends, there's only one way this is going to go. Either I win, or considering she has a mountain of cards in hand, she's probably going to win again. Alright, Bold Salos. Attack the Vanguard. Next, Galactic Be Here Unite Dionysos attacks the Vanguard. Dionysos' skill, Counterblast 1. And you have a perfect guard, because of course you do. Alright. That's perfect guards. That means give the power and the critical to the Bold Salos in the back. Second check. That's another Unite Capus. Alright. Let's activate Directorial's skill, Soul Blast 1, and Resting Directorial to move that Bold Solus to the front line. Bold Soulless attacks the Vanguard. And you have another perfect guard in hand, because of course you do.
完全防御
Really wish I had one more. I pulled a heal trigger there. Lastly, Galactic Hero Moss Diagna, boosted by Direct Sender Ferris, attacks the Vanguard. I would have had one more attack if I had one more damage or pulled a heal trigger. Oh well.
ペルソナライト能力発動ステリオルコール
That's all her heal triggers out of the deck. Soul Blast 1, rest for cost. Put Bold Soulless out and intercept with you. Probably did this in the wrong order as usual.
ヴァンガードを攻撃
I have a handful of garbage.
ガードドライブチェック
And she's gonna pull trigger. She's going to pull trigger.
ドライブチェック
She's going to pull. She didn't pull trigger. And because it's not the shadow version of Thagera,
発動
she can't stand up again.
ヴァンガード
No, she can't have her rear guard stand up again, though. That's game. Because I have a handful of grade 3 garbage. Which does nothing. I have nothing else to do. That's game. That's game.
ガード
That's game.
ダメージチェック
Scoop. It's time to scoop.
ヴァンガードを攻撃
Yep. Scoop time.
いいヴァンガードファイトでした
I could have pulled the heal trigger, but there was only a 3 in 17 chance of that happening. I'm not waiting around to do the math. I like this deck. It's a cool deck. It's not built to the maximum it could be, however, mostly because I'm lacking in packs that I have to buy online. Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth. Crimson Line Cabrif skill lets me draw a card. Next, I call Knight of... Yeah, I know.
ダメージチェック
But more often than not,
パワープラス
my deck gives me the wrong cards when I don't need them.
私のターンドローライト能力発動
Because that would have been a great time for a crit trigger.
コールコール
Instead, I get one of the 4 heal triggers I have in this deck. Meaning there are 3 left. And she gets the crit trigger.
Vanguard 攻撃
Activate Affectionate Harp Angel's skill. When my grade is less than my opponent's grade, she gets another she has a shield of 20,000. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, Joe. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta make do with what you get. Next, I activate Knight of Superior Skills Bowman's skill. I'll drop Exalted Dragon for cost. And Superior Ride. Incandescent Lion, Blonde Ezel. Call Exalted Dragon to rear guard. Next, I call Knight of Superior Skills Bowman's to rear guard, along with... You know what? No. Activate Rain. Activate Skill. Call Dendrain. And call Soul Blast 2 and Charge 1. Nah, haven't gotten anything face down yet. Next, I call another Listener of Truth, Dendrain. And now, Exalted Dragon, boosted by Dendrain, attacks the Vanguard. Dendrain's skill moves Exalted back into the deck. So Dendrain can stand up. Next, Bowman, boosted by Dendrain, attacks the Vanguard. Bowman's skill gives Bowman plus 500. Dendrain puts Bowman back into the bottom of the deck and stands back up. And now Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel attacks the Vanguard. And I get Persona Ride next turn, which is fantastic. No guard.
ダメージチェック。能力発動。ヴァンガードを攻撃。
I don't guard.
ドライブチェック。ダメージチェック。
And there goes Nizaltus, which
ヴァンガードを攻撃。
losing him isn't great. And I'm at 5 damage.
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。ターン終了。私のターン。ドロー。
Soul Blast 1. Seriously? Seriously? Call Blade Feather. Put you two on the bottom of the deck. Persona Ride. Activate. Reign Supreme King of Beasts. Call Superior Call Glorious Storm Dragon into the left. Glorious Storm's skill. Counter Blast 1. Put all that garbage back in your deck. Next, I'm gonna draw one. See what I get. Trigger? No. That's decent, though. Call Crystallized Dragon, and call Crystallized Dragon to the right. First up, Glorious Storm, boosted by Knight of Listener of Truth Dendrain, attacks.
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。
Dendrain's skill. Move Glorious Storm back into the deck. Crystallized Dragon, boosted by Listener of Truth Dendrain, attacks.
ノーガード。ダメージチェック。
Dendrain's skill. Lastly, Ezel,
ヴァンガードにアタック。
boosted by Blade Feather Dragon, attacks. Ezel's skill. Counterblast 1. Superior Call. Knight of Judgment Sickle Idwal and Knight of Superior Skills Bowman. Give all effects to Idwal. Second check. Give all effects to Gareth. Also, Blade Feather's skill. Move Blade Feather into the Soul and give more power to Idwal. Idwal, boosted by Listener of Truth Dendrain, attacks the Vanguard.
ノーガード世界甚大
Judgment Reap!
私は負けない どのデッキにする すごい
「
頑張ろう。
いえ。
Really wish they actually went through some of the stuff for the story and actually edited it. Had an editor look for it before they threw it out, considering it's best, not best. Strafe Command Dragon, Impale Horn, Scissors Scorpio. But kind of want to keep going. At the same time, though, it's been 2 hours. I still have things I need to do today. I think I'm going to call it here. I will be streaming again on Tuesday. But until then, this has been Wild Wolf Gaming 99. I hope you all had a very fantastic, fun, and amazing Sunday. I'll see you all next time. Peace.